Hi everybody, welcome back to another Yoga with Carrie. Today we're going to be doing a full-length yoga class. I wasn't going to tell you guys this, but I haven't organised it. Like usually I write it down, but this time I'm just going to wing it, see where it takes me. I'm thinking it's going to be beginner to intermediate level. See what you can do. I'll give different options for everybody, so I hope you enjoy. We're going to start off in seated, exactly where I am right now. Bring your hands onto your knees and close your eyes. If this is not comfortable for you, you can extend out the legs. All I want is to have a nice extended spine down through the sit bones and out through the crown of the head. Just noticing the breath coming onto the mat. So you're setting up the video, you're rushing around maybe, you've had a busy day, you want to get ready for the day ahead. I just want you to clear everything out of your mind. Nothing else matters other than you being here right now, taking some time for yourself. And take a deep inhale, centering your breath, and a long exhale through your nose, softening your belly and your chest. Take 2 more of these. Inhale and exhale. As deep as you can. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Then inhale, drop your head down, your chin towards your chest. From here, just roll your neck slow as you can go. Stretch your throat and the back of your head. As slow as you can. When you've made it all the way around, go the other way. Tune in with how your body feels right now. Then come back to center and gently open your eyes. Keep your hands onto your knees. Then inhale, draw your shoulders back and down. Open up the sternum, eyes look up. Exhale, extend out the arms. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Again, roll your spine. Take 2 more of these, cat and cow seated. Make yourself a double chin here, like pushing your head against the back of the wall. Then exhale, roll. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go back. Then inhale, come back to center. Bring your right hand onto your left knee, your left hand right behind your sit bones. Inhale, extend out your spine. Then exhale, twist behind you, looking behind you. With every breath you take, twist just that little bit further, shifting your head just a little bit deeper. Last breath, inhale, extend, exhale, twist. And inhale, look forward, and exhale, slowly unravel, changing arms, bringing your left hand onto your right knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, twist. So just be wary that it's still the start of the class, your body might not be warm yet. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Shift your arms ahead of you. Walk your fingers as far forward as you can without lifting off your bottom. Then inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, walk a little bit deeper. One more time. Inhale, keep the chest open, don't round out through the spine. Exhale. Lower your head down. Then walk your hands back towards the center. Plant your hands in front of you, untuck your feet behind you, come into tabletop. Spreading your fingers wide, knees hip distance apart in line with the hips. Then inhale another few cat and cows, eyes look up, push into the hands, drop the stomach down. Then exhale, push into the hands, roll your spine, tuck the chin in. 2 more, inhale, you just flow with your breath. Exhale, push back. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to neutral. Walk your feet, your knees just back a little bit further. Walking the hands in front of you, dropping your chin and your chest towards the ground, lifting your sit bones up. Puppy pose. You can plant the fingers down or you can still keep them tented. Make sure the feet are planted down onto the ground. Keep rolling your shoulder blades away from each other and keep pushing the sit bones up a little bit higher. Keep looking forward. It's going to really feel that stretch in the upper back. Deepen the breath, don't hold it here. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Inhale, push weight into the hands. Walk the hands back to center, tucking the toes behind you, lifting into downward facing dog. Lowering the heels down as you go, lifting the hips up high. Spreading the fingers wide, rolling the shoulder blades back and away from each other, tucking the elbows to the back, downward facing dog. You can walk the knees out here, rock from side to side. Don't ever become stationary. You always want to be progressing, be moving, be pushing yourself a little bit more. And inhale, reach your right leg up towards the roof, three-legged dog, point your toe, hips are squared. Push into the hands. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Then exhale, draw that foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee. Plant your left hand down on the inner side of that right foot. Reach the right arm up and over, open up the chest. Push into the front knee. Really stretch out through the groin, the back groin. Draw the right knee in a little bit further towards the midline. One more breath, inhale. And then exhale, plant it down, step it back. Three-legged dog, reach that right leg up towards the roof. Then inhale, draw the knee towards the nose, curve the spine, bring all the weight onto the hands. Exhale, push it up, extend it out, three-legged dog. 2 more of these. Inhale, draw it to the nose, bring the weight onto the wrists. Exhale, push back. Use the breath. Inhale, last time. Draw the knee in towards the nose. Exhale, push back. Then slowly drop that foot down towards the ground. Shake out the knees, the shoulders, anything that needs to be. Then we change sides, left leg up towards the roof, three-legged dog, point your toes. Bring all the weight onto the back foot. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. And exhale, draw the foot softly, gently to the front. Drop the back knee. Plant the left hand down, sweep the right arm up. I think that was the other way, sorry. The same leg that's up, the same arm that's up. Push into the hand. Draw the groin down a little bit further. Inhale. Exhale, open up, twist a little bit more. And inhale, come back to center. Plant the hands down, step back, three-legged dog. 3 times, coming in, knee to nose, curve in the spine, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, push back. Inhale, come forward, knee to nose. Exhale, push back. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Drop the foot down. Bend the knees. Eyes look forward. Jump or walk in between the hands. Halfway lift, flat spine. Eyes look up. Exhale, bring more weight onto the toes. Soften the knees. Soften the head down. Then inhale, flat spine, roll, reach the arms up, eyes look up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center and open the hands. Then step to the front of your mat, big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Reach the arms up and exhale, forward fold, flat spine. Bend the knees, more weight onto the toes. Inhale, halfway lift, eyes look up. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, plank pose. Open up the chest, hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Then wrap those elbows to the back, lower it down onto the mat or to chaturanga. Untuck the toes, push into the hands, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 1 breath. Inhale, lift up the sit bones a little bit higher. Exhale, drop the heels down a little bit lower. Inhale. Then exhale, bend the knees, eyes look forward, lift up the heels, jump or walk in between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reach the arms up, Tadasana. Bring the hands to the heart and open up. Again, step to the front of your mat if you're not already there. Bend the knees, reach the arms up above your head. Bring all the weight onto the heels, untuck the tailbone. Tuck the tailbone in, drop down a little bit lower. Inhale, then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, eyes look up. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, plank pose. Bend those elbows to compact the weight. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, you can come down to what we did before, or to chaturanga. Bending the elbows 90 degrees. Untuck the toes, engage the core, engage your legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. Then eyes look forward, step the right foot in between the hands. Drop the heel down at the back, reach up the arms, warrior 1. Bring the hips in line, the right hip back, the left hip forward. Spread the fingers wide. Your engagement is from the toes all the way to those fingers. Bend the front knee a little bit more. Reach the arms up, drop the shoulders down. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands either side of that foot. Step the foot back, plank. Open up the chest. Then exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, engage the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Left foot in between the hands, same thing, warrior 1. Drop the heel down at the back, reach the arms up. Bring the hips in line. Bring the shoulders back and down. Bend that front knee a little bit further. Really try and push into that outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, eyes look up. Then exhale, plant the hands down, step back, plank. Open up the chest. Exhale, any way you want to flow through your vinyasa, do so. Really try and wrap those elbows to the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. We go a little bit faster. Right foot in between the hands, drop the back heel. Reach the arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, plant it down. Plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot in between the hands. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Don't forget about the form. Open up the chest, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. For 3 deep breaths, or child's pose if you need to. One more breath here. Inhale, lift up the hips. Inhale, shift all the weight onto the heels. Then eyes look forward, bend the knees, lift up the heels. Step or jump in between the hands. Halfway lift, eyes look up, bring more weight onto the toes. Exhale, keep the hips up high as you forward fold, flat spine. Then inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up, chair pose. Bring more weight onto the heels, tuck the tailbone in. Lift up the arms a little bit higher. Look forward, drop down lower. Then bring the hands to the heart center. Twist to your left elbow to the right knee. Twisting to the right side, bringing your palms to the heart. Roll the right shoulder back a little bit more. Drop the hips down a little bit more. Don't lose the breath. Inhale. And exhale, twist a little bit more. Then step the left foot back, eyes look down. Step it back as far as you can go, keeping the arms where they are. Extend out through the back leg, the back heel. Bring the palms closer to the heart. Engage the legs together. Drop the groin down a little bit lower. One more breath. Inhale. Then exhale. Plant the hands down either side of that foot. Eyes look forward. Open up the chest, then slowly with control, reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Make sure the ankle and the knee are in line. Then bring your hands to the heart, bring the weight forward, step your left leg up. Then exhale, we go back again, extending out the arms, stepping that foot back as far as we go, high lunge. 2 more. Work on that balance. Step the foot up, hands to the heart. Exhale, step it back, reach the arms up. 1 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, push back. Then as you inhale, come forward and stay. Coming into tree pose. So this is where you turn out your foot, bringing your foot wherever is comfortable, just not on your knee. Soften your breath. Push your knee out a little bit further. Activate your arms. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, shift your knee to the front, picking up your left knee with your left hand. Working on that balance. Maybe I need to work on it. Flex the foot. You can stay here, or you can peace finger your hands, grab hold of your big toe, and extending it out towards the front. Bring your right hand onto your right hip. This is for everyone, even if your hand's on your knees. We hold for 3. Pull into that left elbow more. Pull into that left shoulder to pull it back. That lifts up your leg a little bit more. Hold for 2. And 1. Rotate your hip open, opening up your left leg to the left side. Trying to extend out your right leg. Pulling into the elbow a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale, open. Inhale, come back to center. Let go of the leg, even if your knee is bent. Everyone's going to extend it out in front of you. Hold for 5. Lift it up, engage the leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Exhale. Lower down. Shake out the legs. I need a rest, but we're going to keep going. Then step the feet together in front of your mat. Big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Then inhale, reach the arms up. Eyes look up. And as you exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, halfway lift, eyes look up. Exhale, plant the hands down. Just step back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, move the hips side to side. Then shift your weight forward into plank. Lifting up your heels, eyes look forward, drop your bum down. But engage the core, suck the navel to the spine, open up the chest. Engage the legs. And then step the feet together at the back. Bring your right hand onto the midline of your body. And then shift your legs to the right side, coming onto the outer edge of your right foot. Slowly lift up your left arm towards the roof. Eyes look up. Side plank. Lift up your hips a little bit higher. Engage your legs. Eyes look up at the thumb. If you want to go a little bit deeper, lift up your top leg. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, stay. Then slowly lower it down. Bring your hands down onto the mat again. Shift, come into plank pose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower the elbows. Lower all the way down onto the mat. Shift your weight back. Bring your hands either side of your body, clasping your hands behind you. Really trying to squeeze your feet and your palms together here. Then push the knuckles to the back of the room. That lifts up your chest, and as you lift up your chest, lift up your feet. Lift up your hands a little bit further. Lift up your chest a little bit more. Eyes look up. Inhale. Exhale. Lift a little higher. Then slowly drop it down. Bring one cheek onto the floor. Lower your arms down either side of your body and shift your body side to side to release the tension in your lower spine. Nice. Then when you're ready, plant the hands either side of your body. Tuck your toes behind you, lifting up, extending out your arms, extending out your legs, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide. Then extend out your right leg towards the roof, three-legged dog. Point your toe, hips are square. Then bring that right foot onto the outside of your right hand, coming onto the right edge of your mat. Bringing your right hand on the inner side. Drop the knee down, untuck the toe. Then inhale, push into the hands, we're in lizard pose. Open up the chest, eyes look up, drop the groin down a little bit more. Then as you exhale, pick up the toes at the front, extend out the front leg, walk the hands a little bit further forward, dropping the head down. Stretching out the back side of your leg. Then inhale, bend your knee, eyes look forward, open up the chest, push into the hands. Exhale, push it back. Walk the hands out in front of you. Inhale, last time, shift your weight forward. Lizard pose. Exhale, push back. Inhale, come forward. Walk the right foot back towards the center. Then I want you to plant the knee down and come into pigeon pose. So you're just shifting your weight onto your knee and onto your foot evenly. Dropping your hips down a little bit lower, extending out the back leg. If you want to make it a little bit harder, bring the right foot in line with the right knee, flex the right foot. Then shift your weight back evenly onto both hips. Then inhale, walk your hands to the back of the room. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, walk your hands forward, lowering your forehead down onto the mat, pigeon pose. Extending out the arms as much as you can, surrendering down to this pose. Notice if you're holding any tension in your groin or in your outer hip. And just let that tension go. We stay here for 2 more breaths. One more. Inhale. Make sure your hips are in line. Then exhale, walk your hands back towards your knee. Plant your hands down, push into your hands, tuck the back toe. Lift into downward facing dog, lifting up your hips. Then bend your knees, eyes look forward, jump or walk in between your hands. Halfway lift, eyes look up. Notice how your legs feel here, how different each side feels. Then step your feet hip distance apart, just in front of your hand, just behind your hand, sorry. Bend your left knee, plant your left hand on the middle of your mat. Then reach your right arm up, eyes look up, stretching out the back side of your right leg. Roll the right shoulder back more. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Spread your fingers wide. Again, really trying to push out through the shoulders, bringing them in line with each other. One more breath. Inhale, can you twist and you open a little bit more? Then exhale, plant the hands down. Extend out both legs. Bring the feet back together. Big toes touching. Bend your knees, reach your arms up, chair pose. Drop the hips down a little bit lower, tuck the tailbone in. Then bring the hands to the heart center, we change sides. Bring the right, I did have it before, bring the right elbow to the left knee, twisting the body, bringing the elbow onto the outer edge of your knee. Bring the knees in line, push your knees together. Bring your palms closer towards your heart. Open up your chest a little bit further. Inhale. And exhale, eyes look down. Step your right foot back as far as it goes. Your left leg stays up. Keep your hands where they are, push into that back heel to really twist a little bit more and extend out a little bit further. One more breath, look behind you. Inhale. Exhale, twist more. Then inhale, come back to center, slowly undo your arms, push into that back heel. Just slowly, with control, reach the arms up, high lunge. Bend to the front knee, reach the arms up. Engage the core. You need to keep this engagement when you shift your weight forward. Pick up the back foot, bring it up to standing. Bring your hands to your heart. Then exhale, shift your weight back as far as it goes. Reach your arms up, high lunge. 2 more of these. Shift forward, step forward. Inhale, then exhale, shift it back. Reach up. Last breath. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back. Then this time as you inhale, come forward, stay forward. Bring your foot to tree pose, so this can be below your knee, above your knee. Bring your hands to your heart when you're ready. Focusing on a still point in front of you. One more breath. Focus. Slow down. Then draw the knee back towards the center, grabbing hold of the right knee with your right hand. Bring your left hand onto your left hip. You can stay here or you can extend out the leg, grabbing hold of the big toe, extending out the right leg, extending out the left leg. Drawing the right shoulder back, bending the right elbow a little bit more, extending out the left leg. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Pull it in a little bit deeper. Then open up the leg, pulling it to the side, opening up the hip. Draw the left shoulder back. Bend the right elbow a little bit more. Work on that balance. 3, 2, and 1. Draw it back towards the center. Everyone extend out the leg. Bring both hands onto your hips. Lean your weight back. It's going to make it easier. Flex your foot. Flex your leg. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Lift it up a little bit higher. Then exhale, slowly drop it down. Shake out your legs. Then step to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up the arms. Eyes look up. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, eyes look up, flat spine. Then exhale, plant your hands, just step back, downward facing dog. Lifting up your hips high, heels down onto the ground. And inhale, look forward and shift your weight forward, your shoulders over your wrists, plank pose. Then step your feet together. Bring your right hand onto the middle of your mat. Come onto the outer edge of your right foot, stacking both feet on top of each other. Then lifting up your left arm towards the roof, lifting up your hips as you go. Eyes look up, push into the arm, push into the hand. Try to extend out the arms, bring the shoulders in line. Engage the legs if you want to go a little bit deeper. Lift up the top leg. 3. Keep breathing, don't ever hold your breath. 2. And 1. Drop your foot down. Bring your feet back to neutral. Hold this plank for the last one breath. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Then bend your knees or just bend your elbows, lying down onto your mat. This time, you can come into the same thing that we did before, clasping the hands behind you, pushing up, or you can bend the knees, squeezing the knees together, grabbing onto the outer edges of your foot or onto your ankles. Keep the knees together, flex the feet, and shift your weight up. Don't let your knees sway open, that's the most common thing. Really try and squeeze them together. Lift up your chest a little bit further. Lift up your knees. Push your feet into your hands into your feet to lift up a little bit higher. One more breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Lower down. Bring the opposite cheek that you did before onto the ground. Bring both feet slowly onto the mat. Shift your hips side to side. I swear it's like 20 times harder doing this when you're talking. Oh, maybe I'm just unfit. This is hard. Take one more breath. Inhale. Slow it down. Exhale. Then plant your hands either side of your body, tuck your toes, shift your weight up, downward facing dog. When you're there, lift up your left leg towards the roof, three-legged dog. Hips are square, inhale. Then exhale, step that left foot to the outer edge of the left side of your mat, your left hand is in the middle. Then drop your knee down. We're in lizard pose. Push your knee into their shoulder to really activate through the inner groin. Untuck the back toe. Then inhale, eyes look up, drop the hips down a little bit lower. Exhale, extend out the front leg, pick up the toes at the front, forward fold. Really trying to extend out through the sternum, extend out through the crown of the head. Then inhale, bend the knee, eyes look forward, lizard pose. Draw the knee into the chest. Exhale, extend it out. Forward fold. Last time. Inhale, forward. Really trying to extend out through the body. Then as you exhale, extend out the leg again. Last time. Bending the knee, walking the left foot back towards the center. Dropping the knee down, the foot down, pigeon pose, extending out the back leg as far as it goes. Again, move your feet where you want to make your level of difficulty. Walking the foot, the hands back towards the foot, open up the chest. Keep the hips in line, push the left hip back, the right hip forward, and keep that as you forward fold, extending out the arms. Dropping your forehead down towards the mat. Let go of any tension with the breath. One more. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And inhale, walk the hands back towards the knee. Push into the hands, tuck the back toe, downward facing dog. Then inhale, eyes look forward, bend the knees, jump or walk in between the hands. Halfway lift, eyes look up. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, step the feet hip distance apart, right behind your hands. Bend your left knee. Bend your right knee. Plant your right hand onto the middle of your mat. Lift up your left arm towards the roof, stretching out the back side of your left leg. Open up the left shoulder a little bit more, push into the right hand. Spread the fingers wide. 2 more breaths. Inhale, twist. Exhale, stay. 1 more. Can you get a little bit deeper? Inhale. And exhale. Plant the hands either side of the foot. Then bend the knees and coming into a seated pose, just shifting your weight back. If you can, try and keep your heels planted down. Softly come back onto your sit bones. You bring your hands behind you, bringing your legs up to boat pose. You can stay here with your hands behind you, or you can bring your hands in front of you. Spreading your fingertips wide open up the sternum towards the roof. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, plant your hands down, push into your hands, lift up your bum or your whole body. Then drop down. Last time, maybe you can come into full boat pose with your legs out extended. Keep lifting up through the sternum. 5, engage the legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. This time just extend out the legs, extend out the arms. Make your way onto your back slowly. Keep your core engaged. Suck your navel to your spine to not hurt your lower back. Lower, slowly, 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 and then let it go. When you're ready, bend your knees, heels close to your sit bones, feet hip distance apart. You want to try and activate in through the middle of so the groins, so you really want to try and squeeze your knees together, but they're not together. It's like in your mind. Then we're only going to do this bridge pose once, so if you want to come into full wheel, you can do so if you know how to. Then plant your hands down, lift up your hips high, squeeze your glutes. Maybe you can clasp your hands underneath you, rolling the shoulder blades together, pushing up your hips more. Push into your hands to lift up, squeeze more. Hold for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower down, back onto the mat. Extend out your right leg, bend in your left knee to the chest, hugging it in. Then grabbing hold of that left knee with your right hand, extending out your left arm horizontally. Then drawing that knee towards the right side, looking over to your left side. So you're twisting the body here. Slow the breathing down. This is the last pose before we finish off. So enjoy it. Don't ruin it with any thoughts that you have right now. Let them go just till you finish. They don't matter. Then draw that knee back towards the chest. Hug it in, reset the spine. Then change sides, extending out that left knee, drawing in the right knee. And grabbing hold of the right knee with your left hand, extending out your right arm horizontal and twisting to your left side, looking over to your right. You can close your eyes. Draw the knee back towards the chest. You can grab something warm. Then slowly lower that leg down. Come into Shavasana, extending out the legs. You can bend the knees, let them fall against each other. Bring the palms facing the roof. Your feet flop open. Your chin away from your chest. And let it all go. You can let the breath go, let the mind go, and let the body go. Relax it all, from your fingertips to your toes, to your facial muscles, your stomach, your chest, your legs, your lower back and your upper back. Just surrender it all down to the earth. Let it go. And you can stay there as long as you need to. Just take your time getting out of it. I thank you all so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.